What's up, fam? This is day 3 of joining this journey with me after becoming a partnership with Ecom Solutions and the SEETS method. This is actually probably going to be part 1 of day 3, just because it's in the morning and I got some things to say, and later on there is a live Zoom meeting that we're going to be joining later on, and then I'm sure I'm going to have some things to say after that too. I got a lot of questions, which is kind of what this video is going to be about. It's going to be kind of quick. I say that all the time, but just, things just kind of come out. But I wanted to let you know where I'm at. So last night I went and did some more product sourcing, found a couple good ones, placed an order, and there's 2 things that you got to do when you place an order on SEETS. You purchase it, you put in your order in your cart through the distributor website, and then you go back onto the Ecom website where the platform is, and you tell them to add it to Facebook, which is cool, because I actually went on to my Facebook store this morning and noticed that they had already created listings for me, which is just insane to me. I didn't have to do it. It's not hard, but it's just something that they provide as part of their service. But the fact of the matter is, that's what you got to do. You got to do those couple of things, and then you just wait. And that's kind of what thing I have some questions on is, do I get any kind of notification, when the products are coming in, or when they come in? Apparently that's when they charge us, right? So there's money, I was saying in the yesterday, in the kitty that we put in there, and that money comes out of that kitty, but it only does when the product shows up to their warehouse. So when do I know that's happening? When do I know it's coming? There is none. There is no sign of notification anywhere. So I have that question. There's also a couple things where I'm trying to figure out the platform itself. There's a lot of tabs on this platform outside of finding the products through SEETS and ordering, things like that. It seems to me that there's some other options I have available. One, it's saying that I can upgrade my account, which I didn't even know there were levels of membership. So when I went and looked at it, it's talking about some crazy stuff. So I went kind of into the past to take a look at what they could be talking about, and honestly it seems like not seems, it definitely is, and they do talk about it. They used to be a dropship company. They used to focus on drop shipping before it became a big no-no for online retail or resale. And I think there's still some remnants of that on this platform. It's confusing though, because nobody tells you about that. So I like to dig in. I like to see what the heck is going on, and I like to know every facet of whatever I'm into, and part of that is the platform, right? So got going through everything, it was just a bit confusing, right? So there's that. My number one thing that I am not happy with right now is their lack of customer service. Not that it's bad, it's just very scarce. I've been trying to get a hold of somebody since yesterday uh, about getting on their Facebook page, because that's extremely important. It's private, so it's an invite only. But it's really important because that's the community, as most of y'all know, that's where you can answer a lot of questions. That's where a lot of help comes from. They have a lot of topics on there. You can, search the page, the group, you know, from its, inception, right? And you can find a lot of information on your own. Plus, you can start relationships with the people that are doing the exact same thing with you, right? So it's real important. Well, still don't have the ability to get on. Customer service on there is just a chat feature. There's no phone number, and there's no email address, nothing. It's just a chat feature. Last night, obviously, I sent out a text or an email or chat or whatever to them about the Facebook group, and of course it was later in the day, so nobody got back to me until this morning. And they got back to me and they sent me the link, and I clicked on the link and it just says that I wasn't able to get in. So I let them know that, and they were able to send me some information about the Zoom call later on today, which was, other than being on the Facebook page, I knew that call was happening today. So it's a good opportunity for Q&A. And so they sent me the link, the Zoom link, that I would have gotten on the Facebook page. So it's there. It's just scarce. Because I have a lot of other questions, like all the crazy, mysterious, things and tabs and whatnot on the platform. Should I be a part of it? Should I not be a part of it? Should I ignore it? Why is it there if I don't want to be a part of it? Should I be upgrading my account? Not that I want to upgrade my account. I thought there was only one option. Just things like that. Time frames. I'm going through all these products. I'm sourcing these products. I probably spent about an hour in the past 3 days sourcing products. I can't tell you right off the top of my head, but I would say I probably got 10 decent products ordered, and that's in quotes, right? Ordered, whatever that means, and listings created through Facebook, on Amazon, through their platform, like I was discussing earlier. But then what? Like, what? What am I doing? Do I just keep sourcing products? I'm okay with that. I'm actually having fun with it, because I'm seeing a lot of good products. So to get to that real quick, I'm just learning the filter system, which isn't hard if you have an idea of what the filter system is. If you've ever needed to search a large database and you want to be more specific, well, you search with filters, and this probably has a good 10 or 15 filters on it, just basic stuff, but enough for it to be specific to my needs, what I want to change. And I've probably done 6 or 7 searches with different filters added or removed or changed. For example, the first thing that I always want to put in my filter is a basic filter. as this one is. The first thing is bestsellers rank, BSR. Again, if you don't know what it is, just tell me and I will, go over that. Just shoot me questions and I'll just help you where I can. I've had a lot of people asking me, to coach them, because that's a big thing nowadays, coach them. Well, I don't really have the knowledge or the experience to coach anybody in this particular thing yet. Maybe one day, but not right now. And I'm not too proud to say that. Is what it is. We're learning, and we're kind of learning together. I will eventually be able to, but I don't know when that time's going to be. Anyway, I can answer any questions, and if I don't know the answer, I'll just tell you. Anyway, so ask questions if you're not sure what I'm talking about. But anyway, the first filter is always like BSR. I like to be very hard on the filter. So a great BSR, depending on the category and depending on subcategory and things like that, a good BSR is probably $100,000. I'm sorry, 100,000 rank, and it's again, dependent on the category and whatnot, how large the category is. But I always started at 5,000 BSR, which that's a great BSR. Okay. But it'll eliminate a whole lot of products. And I just start from there with that BSR. I always put little to no FBA sellers. You'd be amazed how many products are out there that are being sold FBM only. There's a ton, and these types of things I know pretty well. But there's a ton of benefits being an FBA seller. A lot of them being obvious. But if you can find a listing that only has FBM on it, people that are being that are fulfilling by merchant, people are fulfilling by themselves, they don't get prime benefits and all that other stuff. You have a pretty big advantage over them, because if you can get into listing as an FBA, because you can offer quicker shipping, and Amazon obviously likes FBA over FBM, because they can handle it themselves. That means that it's in their warehouse somewhere, so they have pretty much full control over what warehouse it comes from, and the logistical things that go along with that. But on a seller standpoint, you can win the buy box more often than not, just being an FBA seller, and you are able to play with the price a little bit more too, because a customer, and we're all customers of Amazon, I'm pretty sure, and so we could all empathize with this, but a customer is more likely to purchase their product from whoever can get them the product quicker. And 9 times out of 10, probably 9.5 times out of 10, that's an FBA seller. And they're actually willing, studies say, and experience says, that they're willing to spend more to get it quicker, because that's the world we live in right now. Instant gratification, especially since COVID, we want things a lot quicker. We don't want to go to the store and get them, so we're already doing it out of convenience. So what's a couple more dollars to get it tomorrow? There's a lot of products you can get tomorrow through FBA sellers, because they have so many warehouses around. And when you send the stuff in, when you send your products in, they will, send it out to different warehouses around the country to where they think, has the most need. Anyway, if you are not competing with another FBA seller, and it's a good listing, you're primo. You're in a prime spot. Now that doesn't mean somebody else is gonna, you know, is not going to come in and take over sales as an FBA, because that's just what it is. But you shouldn't be, you shouldn't be afraid to share anyway. But going back to the filters, so I'll put 0. I'll start with 0. And of course, again, that's very strict. 5,000 BSR, 0 FBA sellers, and then I'll put the category. Depending. This is my prior experience that is bleeding through here, but the experience on SEETS here, they have a very basic filter system, so there's not all the craziness that you can do in other filter systems, but with any of them, they're going to have that BSR. They're going to ask how many a min, a max for FBA sellers, things like that. Categories, like I was saying, if you want to be in a particular space, then you pick your category, or you click all. I mean, again, that's going to show you a lot more if you click all, and it's going to show you a lot of products that you might not be ungated for. You might not have the ability to sell, might not even be a good listing. Who knows? Doesn't matter, but you got to go through them all to check. In this particular case with SEETS, like I explained before, their quickest turnaround products are grocery. So I've been looking at grocery mainly. So that's what I've been doing. So that was my filter for the main part. I think I probably got 10 products with that pretty strict filter. So I go through the product, which is still pretty good. I mean, that's awesome. This company has over 77,000 products. I thought it was over 70, but 77,000 products, and they add new products every day apparently. So I go through the 10. Let's say I found 4. I don't know, can't remember, but something like that. The averages were good. And I want to keep going because I'm already in it. My mindset is already in it. So I want to be able to keep going. So then I change the filter. And you can do it all at the same time. I always like to, do like a step system. Go to 1, try it again. So I would go to the BSR and I would change it from 5,000 to 10,000. Search. Maybe they added another 1, maybe add another 2 on there. Look at that product, because those are strict guidelines. So that product is probably pretty good, because a low BSR is a great product. That means it sells pretty well in that category, subcategory area. And if there's no FBA sellers, there's 2 reasons. Well, there's probably more than 2 reasons, but 2 main reasons. First of all, you can't be an FBA seller on the product because it's hazmat or some crazy thing, or FBA sellers are out of stock. Whoever would be an FBA seller, or here's a third one, or it's a gated product and it's hard to get into. I've been an Amazon seller for a while, so I get automatically ungated, which to anybody new out there happens over time. You just have to be patient. But your listings are going to be limited just because of that. So sometimes there's not FBAs on there because a lot of people aren't ungated in that particular category, whatever. And if it works out, I do my due diligence and I take a look, at my my sourcing criteria to see if it's something I want to test out. That's a great opportunity. So it's very strict. So if I go to 10,000, and get 2 more, I'm happy, because my averages so far are 40%, 50%. on the SEETS method anyway, on their platform. So I might get one of those. I think I actually did not, to be honest with you. I think those two that popped up, I just did this morning, so it's kind of fresh in my head. I don't think they turned out to be okay for me under my criteria. And again, if you're curious on what my criteria is, and how to source products and all the stuff that I'm talking about through Keepa and all that, just shoot me a message, and we'll go over it. The best I can without getting into training. You know what I mean? Because again, I want to put a lot of time into trying to figure this out, and then I could put my time in to helping other people figure it out later. But hopefully, you guys are appreciating this transparency to make the right decision on if this is a good thing for you guys to start or not. There's a lot of other stuff you're going to learn in between anyway. Even if you don't like the platform, you're going to learn a lot about FBA and terms and all this other jargon that I talk about just naturally being in the space. But so anyway, so that's what I did. I probably did another 3 filters after that this morning, and I added, I think, 5 or 6 more products, and that's a pretty strict criteria. Now, I'm not jumping up and down on these products because they're not the best, because they are in the easier category, which is grocery, and that is going to make the ROI lower. Sales volume is going to be lower, things like that, or it's going to be more saturated, with FBM sellers. But again, that can, play out well if I'm the only FBA seller. But there's not a lot of data to go off of being an FBA seller and how that's going to work and things like that. So I'm not jumping up and down for joy yet. They're just kind of average products, as far as how I feel about them. But again, I haven't gone into any other categories really. I dabbled, but I didn't buy anything or really, go that much further into just kind of looking and seeing what else they had. Man, they got a lot of stuff. Man, this 77,000 plus products. There's a lot of cool stuff. They do a lot of tools. One last thing I just want to get out of my brain here, other than these questions that I have, which hopefully I'll have an update for you guys later. But I keep mentioning the ungating. This is the other cool thing about being part of this distribution company. They will help you get ungated. All right, one of the main criteria that Amazon asks for when you're gated on a product is an invoice for at least 10 units of whatever product or whatever brand you're trying to get ungated in. Not a receipt. You can't go to Lowe's and buy 10 hammers and send the receipt in to Amazon to get ungated. They do not accept receipts. All right, invoices only, very particular information, and they go through the guidelines right there when they tell you that you need to get approval or to be ungated, same thing. But this is a distribution company, so this is a legit place where you purchase items from. So if you are gated, you purchase the product that you're looking for. You have to get at least 10, and they will help you get ungated. First and easiest thing is the invoice that they send you that has the information of the product that you're buying and the quantity, which is at least 10. Most times that'll get you ungated. You have to send it in Amazon. Sometimes takes a couple weeks, sometimes takes a couple hours. I mean, it's real weird. Amazon is, they're an enigma, right? Nobody understands it. Nobody understands how they operate, but maybe that's how they want it to be. But anyway, sometimes it's quick, sometimes it's not. But they will get you ungated 9 times out of 10. They guarantee it. And I've done it before, not through this company, but through other, wholesale distribution companies. And I've been ungated just by the invoice. So anyway, that was the last thing I guess I wanted to. That was like a little bonus there. And again, we could talk more about the specifics later on, but I'm just trying to, let you know what I'm going through, and what I'm finding. Right now I'm kind of at a standstill. They have a lot of training videos, which is cool. So I'm going to go through that. They're a little outdated because again, this company, it seems to be, the new method seems to be fairly new, since late 2020, 2021. But as all good things are, that there's change, and so their training videos are older, and the platform doesn't look or act like anything that's in the training video. So that's something else I want to talk to them about, and just make sure that I'm trying to do the right thing when I'm doing it in this new platform, this updated platform. And that's it. I'm just going to go through some more training videos. I'll probably do another filter and look for some more products in the grocery, because like I said yesterday, I didn't know what I was going to do, if I was going to go to another category or not, but I'm just going to stick with grocery right now, so I can learn through that category, which is an easier category, a less expensive category. So if I make some mistakes, I'm not losing as much money as if I go buy a $250 item. So that's it, man. That is it. I hope, this has been a lot longer than I thought it was going to be, but I'm staying consistent between 20 and 30 minutes. I know that I don't like to watch videos that are too long, so I apologize about the length, but I'm just trying to get as much information as I can out to you guys. But listen, I am going to get back to y'all later on today, hopefully with some good information. Thank you for watching, and I guess we will see you soon. Peace.